Stephen, I want to get back to you. What do you make of this uptick we're seeing in jobless claims?
It's a little bit of concern. Obviously, we were getting some nice declines. It's noisy data, it's weekly data, so getting a couple of weeks to the high side perfectly normal or consistent and doesn't change our view. But now we're getting a few weeks to the upside from the 430 that we had at the start of the month. So it is suggesting slower movement towards outright job growth. I still think that's coming, but maybe not as quick, or we can't have as much confidence that it'll be sustainable, even if we get a non-farm payroll gain tomorrow.
Right, and because in fact these jobless claims have not spelled out any firm trend so far, right?
Well, I think they've had a huge trend up to, from March of last year.
But I mean in the last month or so, let's say.
The last month, we had an incredible decline, a very encouraging decline all the way up until January, the start of January, and then it seems to have flattened off or even moved up a few ticks now, or a few towards this 470 type level on a trend basis. So that is a concern that tells us that, we want to see 400,000 or below to be confident that, one non-farm payroll will actually be a gain, would actually be a trend and not just sort of the typical noise in the number. So even if tomorrow we get a non-farm payroll gain, we cannot be confident that will be repeated in coming months with jobless claims near this. Really, it's just below 500,000.
Right, that would be, and in fact, just Stephen, in the time that we have, tell me though, where do jobless claims need to be in order to get payrolls back up, let's say by 150, 200,000 on average?
Oh, I think we have to be like 375. I think that would be more consistent with a 120, 150 type thousand per month gain on non-farm payrolls. That's something we're not expecting maybe until the middle of 2010.
Okay, Stephen, good to have you with us, and thanks for staying with us through those numbers. Stephen Gallagher, Chief U.S. Economist at Societe Generale.